Greetings. You are now tuned into the Vault. Trust Christian owned, not to control everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. This is the Vault, episode 583. And we are proud to announce our next special guest speaker. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. We got a bigger location. We had to get more seats because we're bringing in a special guest. Definitely excited about this special guest, Keenan. Definitely want to see if we can squeeze him in for an episode and maybe something that'll be recorded and posted up. And as well, we are doing a Q&A actually at the workshop. So this is going to be a barn burner. This is going to be something that is value added for our trustees. Always appreciate the trustees that want to come in and learn specific things. And so this is the type of value that we've made it a point to add to our trustees' lives throughout the years. And so we're really excited for this particular special guest, Keenan Beasley, someone we actually met in a high net worth investor environment, and as well someone that has a bunch of connections with high net worth investors. And so the time has come. We got to continue to move into foundationship. This is something where families are sitting in a room now and they're asking, well, who can we talk to that has the relationships, Trust Christian, with the families that are quote unquote running America? They say, oh man, the Rockefellers, the Waltons. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Kaufman Foundation, and many more. We're here, so we're going to be going over it with Keenan at the actual workshop. We're going to be talking about how you create those relationships in trusteeship. We're going to be talking about how to create those. How do you network properly? How do you get those funds? What funds are available for foundations and for trustees? And so specifically in trustees. So this is definitely going to be an exciting episode. Just to announce our next guest speaker, we're not done. We're still going to do our best to bring as much value as we possibly can. The seat price has been raised because we want to accommodate for everyone in the room and make it a point to have the families in the room actually be accounted for when it comes to the actual seats and providing all of the needs that are going to be necessary for the families that are going to be in the room. We have multiple generations in the room, and so this is just another opportunity to share with families the opportunity to bring the best around the best. So if you want to get around the best, ladies and gentlemen, this is that opportunity. And this was one of those things that we knew this would be a big value add for the families that are going to be in the room. Quite a few families are in trusteeship and in foundation already. And so in turn, it's important to network, quote unquote. People call it Trust Christian. We don't necessarily like that term, but it's something that just is very cliche, very apropos for the moment here, ladies and gentlemen. And so the biggest thing is people in trust deal with people in trust. That's what it comes down to. So when you're engaged with families that are in trusteeship, this is what happens. You get major value add. Someone that has the ability to fund a business. People talk about, oh, how do you get private credit on the trust? How do you get private credit on the foundation? How do you get those things funded? You got to shake the hands of the right people, ladies and gentlemen. So we made it a point to bring somebody in that, in all actuality, has integrity. Somebody that we were able to meet directly and be able to bring him to you all. And so this isn't just for Trust Christian in the Vault. This is for the trustees that are going to be sitting in the room. And this is going to be the second half of the day. First half of the day is heavy trustee training. We're talking mission statement. We're talking vision statement. We're talking out 100 years, ladies and gentlemen. Give you a quick story. We were sitting with Keenan, and just to see the level of versatility, to see the knowledge base of somebody that understands business from 30,000 feet right now. Someone that understands business from 40,000 feet. And the air starts getting thin up there. The air starts getting thin up here. This is where you're connected with someone and they let you know, hey, trust Christian in the vault. There are plenty of foundations that are looking to work with you all. If you're in the right position, if you're in the right structure, if you're in the right rooms. You could ask Keenan, hey Keenan, how much was the ticket that you met Trust Christian in? And it costs more to meet him in that environment than it is where we're making it a point to accommodate the families that are going to be in the room. There will be no recordings of this. We don't do that. These are private. It's private trustee training, ladies and gentlemen. We're bringing you the best because the best associate with the best. Is it easy to hear? And is it easy to realize? Maybe not. Venture capitalist. Somebody says, what's a venture capitalist, Trust Christian Vault? It's somebody that has the ability to fund your business privately, that has a different set of criteria than a bank. It's not about a credit score. It's not about a public credit score. No public credit scores, ladies and gentlemen. This is about, is your venture impact? A lot of people want to do impact investing nowadays. He's one of them. So for that reason, you'll get to experience somebody that has the ability to get your business funded privately. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you have to invest in the relationships. That's something that we've done for years now. This is just one of those opportunities to invest in a relationship. The event is going to be in Atlanta. The tickets are $300 each person now. We're really proud of the fact that we were able to connect with someone of his caliber and bring him into the room because his Rolodex is deep, ladies and gentlemen. This is somebody that's worked for L'Oreal. This is somebody that's worked for P&G. This is somebody that's worked for Raytheon. For all you guys out there that have, I want to go into cybersecurity. We got guys that are sitting in the room that say they want to be in cybersecurity. It's time to invest in your private education. It's time to invest in the private relationships that are necessary in order for you to capture and take advantage of the people and the money that's available to you. So is Keenan one of those people? Yes, he is. He's actually been one of the top 1,000 people by Forbes. I mean, we don't give a lot of credit to these publications, but we have to because it's a public publication that most people do. People say, Trust Christian in the Vault. Is it that serious? It's very serious. It's very, very serious. We're very, very thankful for everybody that's made it a point to come to the workshop and get their ticket. We have some additional tickets. If you would like one, you can scan on the screen through the QR code. You can reserve your ticket through the bit.ly, the Vault Workshop. And we look forward to seeing you all there. The room will be private. There are no same day of tickets. We have families in the room that are financially well off, so the room will be protected. Especially for people like Keenan, ladies and gentlemen. How do you move forward? You gotta invest in your relationships. This is just us taking the opportunity to invest in the relationships. Feel free to type into the chat where you're listening live, listening to replay from, Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. This is the Vault, episode 583, Sunday Trustee Training. We're announcing our special guest. And so, Trustee Training always is came down to the fact that you have to meet the right people. We have abundant returns. People say, "Oh, I need to get in the room with the tax service, ladies and gentlemen. I need to find somebody that's an accountant that can do the accounting for the entity, for our family, because we're in trusteeship." Well, here you are. We have Larissa speaking. We have Tiffany going over private family banking. And we have Keenan, someone that understands business at a very, very high level. Has worked for your Fortune 100s, ladies and gentlemen, your Fortune 500s. So it's an honor to bring them in. Definitely looking forward to connecting with you all, shaking your hands. So many trustees are looking forward to this. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, just go look up this gentleman. This gentleman has an incredible track record. And this is what the Vault does. We make it a point to get around the best. We've made it a point to bring in the best and share with the families. Could it be an expensive ticket? Could it be $500? Sure. Could it be $1,000? Ladies and gentlemen, this is actually a pretty big weekend in Atlanta that weekend. And there's going to be a lot going on, and he's going to be in town for a few days. What happens when you're able to connect with someone that has relationships where they're looking to do impact investing? Oh man, I want to start a multi-unit complex. I want to do commercial real estate. I want to do something in what do they say? A lot of people come to us all the time. They say, "Oh, I want to do something with a multi-unit investment." Ladies and gentlemen, have you looked into the laws? Are you aware of what entities are being funded? What charities are funding people? Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we're going to say this. You all can go look at the 990s. It's a form for the Walton family. You can see where they're allocating funds. You can go to the 990 of the Rockefeller family and see where they're allocating funds. You can go to the Kaufman Foundation and you can see where they're allocating funds. And that's just a few relationships where they are allocating funds, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to invest in the relationship or the study of finding out who's being funded. That could be your family. All because of a $300 relationship. All because of a plane flight. Being in the right place at the right time. We were on a live with some trustees this past week. They said, "Trust Christian, how did you end up getting these relationships? How did you connect with these type of people?" It comes from keeping your ear to the street. It comes from making it a point to invest in the relationships. As long as you invest in the relationships, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to always have someone in your Rolodex, if you're truly a genuine individual, to connect with someone. We were sitting with Keenan at this workshop that we went to previously. Somebody that understands you get lucky in trusteeship. You don't just get it because you deserve it. He understands that. He understands that somebody's got to give you an opportunity in trusteeship. Somebody's got to give you an opportunity in your foundation. You got to get funding for the foundation sometimes to start out with. Everybody says, "Oh yeah, Bezos started out with money. Warren Buffett started out with money." Once again, this is actually the free way to start out with money. What they call it, a non-recourse. It's not even a loan. It's just non-recourse. There's no way you have to pay it back. But are you in the right position? Are you in trusteeship? Are you in foundation? Are you presenting value to the marketplace? That's what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate everybody that is going to be at the workshop. We know it's coming up on about a month out for tickets. We got people traveling from New York, New Jersey, California, Chicago, people from Texas, people from Florida. We're just naming off a few states. We appreciate all the states. People traveling internationally. We appreciate everybody that travels. But just know this is the value to you. This is for you. When you talk about Mansion to War, Venture to War, these are organizations that someone's built. People say, oh man, you got to focus on one business at a time. Keenan's going to show you and share with you scale. That's one of those buzzwords out there in the public right now. Oh, you got to scale, Trust Christian Revolt. We got to scale. How do we scale our project? We got to scale it. It's time to scale, ladies and gentlemen. How do you scale your project? How do you build out your charitable entity? Not just your foundation, your charitable entity. How do you build that team? Who do you need on that team? See, it's easy to bring in it's easy. We had to bring in the team. This is one of our consultants that we work with. Someone that we have that relationship with, that when we call on and say, hey, we want the relationship with the Rockefeller Foundation. So, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. People can condemn you for everything. They can say whatever they want to say about it. Oh man, Trust Christian Revolt, you over here connected with the people that control the world. Are you an elite? You an elite? Ladies and gentlemen, what are you looking to do? Are you looking to make a change and an impact for the next 100 years? Are you able to think out that far? Is your family able to pass along wealth for 100 years? We're going to find out. This is generational wealth mentality. The track record is there. See, anybody can just say, oh man, we want to do it. There's a difference when you're sitting in a room when the Walton family pulls you in the room and they ask you to share with us your thoughts. Oh man, let's brag on this brother a little bit, man, because this gentleman is somebody that he's a barrier breaker. He's somebody that has so much knowledge on the inside right now that you could only wonder, how does he have it all? But what happens is he's made it a point to stay humble and stay hungry. And he has the gravitas to, when he gets in the room with these families. Same thing like Trust Christian, but we're going to brag on him right now. When he gets in the room with these families, he asks questions. They asked him, hey Keenan, what are you working on? Hey Keenan, what projects do you have that we can fund? Do you hear that? The Walton family asked him, what projects do you have that we can fund? It comes from having integrity, ladies and gentlemen. It comes from putting up the numbers. It comes from working. That's what it comes from. That's all it's ever going to come from. We appreciate you all for tuning live, listening to replay. This is default. We got 25 tickets left. We're going to go ahead and do the countdown again. There's no same day tickets, and most will do a day before. The room will be protected. There is no same day tickets. Some people say, oh man, you can Google them. Everybody wants to be Googled, right? You want to Google everybody nowadays. DuckDuckGo, whatever it is. This is one of those relationships. That's the one you want to Google. And you want to say, how important is it for my family? So we can continue. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. How do you find this on your job? Birds of a feather flock together. People in trusteeship deal with people in trusteeship. We're proud to announce this guest speaker. We're actually going to do Q&A with him. We're going to let him rip for about 30 or 40 minutes, sharing his experience working with bigger foundations. Because, ladies and gentlemen, for all the trustees, y'all know out there, for all the trustees that are in trusteeship, that have gone through trusteeship, ladies and gentlemen, you got to give the money away. That's the theme of this weekend of the Asset Protection Estate Planning Workshop. You got to give the money away. You make money, your family makes money giving the money away. Your family makes money giving the money away. That's why we brought him in. He's helping the families that people have spoken about, the Waltons, the Rockefellers, the Kaufmans, and many more, and says, we got to make money giving it away. We appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate you for tuning in live, listening to replay. This is the Vault, episode 583. Feel free to type any questions you have into the chat. Feel free to type into the chat where you're listening live or listening to replay from. We're pretty stacked with speakers, ladies and gentlemen. It's only 8 hours at this event. We're doing our best to cater to lunch. So we're going to do that. He is going to speak in the second half of the day. So for trustees that are going to be flying in late, that are going to be getting there late after the initial 9, we will have him there for the latter of the evening and moving forward from there. We're truly honored and thankful that he's able to be able to be in the room and be able to present himself as a resource, ladies and gentlemen. You got to dig deep for your resources, for your family, the resources. So what if you can connect with someone like that? Someone that can share with you, hey, I could be your mentor. I can show you how to start a company from scratch. I can show you how to start a fund from scratch. And I can share with you how to get capital from other families that are well off. Ladies and gentlemen, for the families that have the foundations, y'all know we make money giving it away. These families make money giving it away. It's a one-day event. It's live. Appreciate everybody for tuning in live or listening to replay. Christian@trustchristian.com. Once again, this is Christian@trustchristian.com. Feel free to reach out with any questions you have at Christian@trustchristian.com. And as well, reserve your ticket. Not doing same day. We'll do day of before. And that's that. We're excited though, ladies and gentlemen. This is a really good relationship for people because he's one of the few that when we're in the wealth environments, people actually come up to him. He doesn't have to always go up to people because he has the relationships. He has the resources. He's digging his network deeper and deeper every single day. Vast network, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you all are going to be researching him now and finding out what he's all about. And once you all see what he's about, we look forward to you all connecting with him at the workshop. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, Christian@trustchristian.com. Look forward to hearing from you all. Peace and joy.